Discuss electrical safety and some basics of electrical equipments and wiring and first aids. So let's see what is in these topics. So this was for meeting actually, and for open up for forum protocols discussion and all. But nowadays we're going to make a videos. So here the topics of the day, we will talk about the first of safety at work, like what are the PPE we need to maintain, and second is regular use of electrical tools, basic tools and pillars and all, and then basics electrical wirings, and fire, basically what are the hazards we face, and what to do in that cases, what to do if some fire happen. So that is what we will talk, and then we will talk about the first aids and how to give a first aid and immediate actions on this electrical hazard. So first is, let's start with the safety at work. Okay, yeah. So safety at work, first is what are the things we need to before you go in a workplace. We have to be safe and we have to have a PPE. Actually, you can see here it's personal protective equipments. In short, we call it PPE. PPE is the that's equipments that you protect yourself from to harm or injury, right? Like if you're working in a high, so you if you fall, so what will happen? You may get damage and injure your body. So that is very dangerous in a workplace. Something irrespective we can't control, right? It can be go wrong. So for that safety purpose, we need to go with the proper PPE. First is hat, then we have to have a goggles to protect our eyes, hats to protect our heads, and then if you want you can go with the mask also, mask or cover, total cover goggles, which most of the time attached with that helmet, and then go with the cotton, I mean cotton only, that the dress you wear in workplace, it should be cotton, not that polyester, because while we are electric, there is lots of spark and lots of fire can be very possible. So that is what when this kind of situations occur, so polyester, what it do, it catch fire more easily and can burn your tissues and all very fast. But cotton, it take time, also it protect you, it's not catch fires as fast. Then we have to wear some tight sleeves, tight sleeves, not a loose, because of sometimes that loose sleeves can go enter into that machines, and many things can go wrong. So that is what, this is what the actual fundamentals: hat, goggles, cotton or polyester, cotton clothes, and tight sleeves, and trouser legs. And then don't wear any rings while you are working in electrical. So rings, what is, it is a metal, right? It is a metal that is have a conductivity, so it can, if your ring touch with that conductor, wire, that hot wire, you can get shock, and it can go wrong. So that is why don't wear rings while you are working with the hot, I mean live electrical wires. So that is what one thing. And then is safety shoes. Safety shoes are basically that close the circuit actually. So it is not a conductive shoes, so it is a insulated, you can say. So if you touch the electric wire wearing this kind of this shoes, so you will not get shocked because of this conductivity. It's not close. Actually what happened when we touch the circuit, so that live wire, that current flow through our body and it's go fast to the ground. But if we wear shoes, so this ground, it can't connect with the ground, but you will feel some kind of shock also, surely. Yeah, that is what. So a person is working here with this, you can see that wearing gloves, glass, and a helmet. Just a little current can kill. Now what are the amount of current can kill you? Actually it is not a voltage, it is a electric current. So shock is due to the electric current, not the voltage cause electric shock. So electric shock, the body become part of an electrical path. You see here, this is a damage actually, that line to ground fault, energize metal part. So here is something that fault occur. Now this person gets shocked, and this body become the part of an electrical path. So this body flow, the body is also conductor, you can consider. So flow and connect to the ground. But if you wear shoes now, so it will not able to connect. But if you touch with some metal, surely if you wear gloves, then that is also less chances. But if it touch your body with the metal and it's connected with the ground, so surely you will get shock. And here is that the basics most of the time is the broken and damaged terminals that getting short circuited and all. And here is actually the short circuits equations is that current is amount of current is basically the voltage by the resistance. So that is what. And how much a milliampere current can give you a lot of shock. So basically our resistance, the body resistance is 1000 ohm, if you see here. And the voltage normally we use in America is 122 and 120, and India is 230. So you can divide and see the amount of current it will flow through your body. I V equals to higher voltage current, that Ohm's law, we can calculate, you can calculate it. Now just a little current, what are the amount of current? First is 1 milliamps. Now 1 milliamps can give a just a feel. Okay, so you will feel it like some shock, not it will not damage or it will not harm or injure you. But then if you get a 5 to 10 milliamps, and so if when you touch the wire and if it is passed through your body a 5 to 10 milli amps current, then you can't it will not let you go. So you can't go, you will just be stopped on that, stuck on it. And then this above 20 to 50, possibly it will throw you outside because of this high current flow, and possibly fatally you will fall in the ground. And current higher than 60 milliamps, 60 to above, right? So you will probably gonna die. So 1 milliamps is the 1000 1 times of thousand of an ampere, right? If you get shock of 1 milliampere, it's mean you die surely. So it is very negligible, 0.0001 milliamps will not make bother. But you see that here, that clearly shows how what amount of current can cause you to die. Now for that reason what we do, you use GFCI is nothing but a ground fault circuit interrupter. Ground fault circuit interrupter is basically a protection device that protect against serious shock. So yes, for giving you an idea, like 7.5 watt Christmas tree light can give you probably a huge shock, or a 12 watt electric shaver, or 100-watt bulbs with high dryer. Now electrical safety, basically the accidents, why these accidents actually happen, because of that lack of awareness and negligence. First is short circuit. Why short circuit happen? Short circuits happen when the hot wire and neutral wire connect together, or two wire connect together and become the less resistance path, so its current start flowing from that path. So it's happen short circuit. And overload is, you can see here, you place n number of switches and jacks at a play in a place, and but the capacity is not there. The wire have not that much capacity to deliver that amount of current, so that is overloaded, right? So it will burn and increase the heat and burn the insulator, and definitely it will go into the short circuit again. Now overload and short circuit, both of the two conditions that electrical accidents happen. Short circuits, kids and all putting doing short, they will happen. Now then you get electric shock, uh, heating of a conductor and then damage of insulator, and then you will get electric shock. Or maybe fire can be possible. Fire, most of the cases, fire is caused due to the electrical short circuit. And electric short circuit happen due to the overload, or someone doing something wrong with that wire. That's what that is why. So it caused to death, very serious. That is what about that electric safety. Now let's learn. If you are an electrician, you might have aware about these tools and equipments, like tools and instruments for yeah, while we are working. So this is basically is focusing for electricians or who are working in the field. So for them the presentation has been keeping in mind about them, we are making these presentations. So basically we are aware about many of those tools, but still we wanna go through so that we can learn more. And if you may forget, you may forget some of them, so it will give you a recall, and you will remember it truly. So nuts, bolts, nails and screws are all hammer and mallet, these are there. Now strip level is that level checking. Pocket knives also help. So these are the tools and equipments you can keep with yourselves while you are working as an electrician. This will help you to give you more efficient in workplace. And cordless drill, sometime while you are working now, no electric supply is there, right? Because transformer to your utility management is not given, so how you will work on that area? Well, there is no electricity, so you have to you can use this electric cordless drill that is powered by the battery. And then also a hand barris. And then electrical drill, if you have electric power supply, then you can use electrical drill, this is high power. And crock screw also is one of the to drill the wood and wall or plastics. uh, Concrete wall is will be very difficult using hand. And this is the screwdrivers. And this is a birdwell wrench, adjustable wrench, pipe wrench, and a pair of scissor, lemons pillar. So scissor pillar or wrench all to open and give access. It give more access to work with the wire. Then different kind of pillars like lemon lineman pillar, needle nose pillar, diagonal pillar, and slip joints pillar. So this will while you are working you will learn how to use them. So different purpose we use different kind of pillars. Then hand saw for cutting or any plastics or wood. Back saw, like while you are doing conduits wearing now, you are installing conduits in a wall, so you need this coping saw or this kind of saw or hacksaw is most of the time people use. And also keep a big box, and put all these wrench plier and drill and whatever you have, put it in one place so that don't lose and lost, it will not lost, so that you can get immediate access of it. And then also having you have to have a tape measurements, plunger and step ladders, that is also help to go in a top or high to do conceal. And many jobs is been done using those tools. So axe, saw, nail, nut, bolts, spirit levels and tape measurements, crock saw, step ladders, wrench, pipe wrench, nose pillars, cord drill, cordless drill, electric drill, screwdrivers. Those are the things that you should have with yourself. It will help you a lot. Few basics electrical tools that we use is nowadays this is all the trending technology. You can use this non-contact voltage tester. Most of the time we have testers is to you can place and touch a wire and we can check. But in non-contact voltage tester is you no need to touch the metal. You can touch the insulator and it will light and show you, indicate you that the voltage is going through or passing through this wire. So the powered by the batteries and are the simplest and safest type of testers, because they can detect electricity just by being near or outer slot or wire. So that is a very good technology. You should use this non-contact voltage tester. And then fishing tape is while you are doing conduits wiring, so you can put the using the fishing tapes, you do the wiring. You pull the wire from the conduits pipe to the wall box. And then we have wire stripper is to use for, you can see here, has a row of a gauge holes for stripping wires. We can strip the wires very easily of different size, and it actually include cutting jaws for trimming and wear ends. So we can trim it and strip the wear. It help and save the time. We can also use that wire cutter, so that is also we can use to cutting and stripping our wares. Now tongue and groove pillars, it will see frequent use for removing knockouts from metal electric boxes and tightening cable clamps. And then is lemon, as I say, lineman's pillar is an electrician's do it all. Basically it is a all-in-one, you can say, in pillars. It has a square off end, and that square off end you can see here. And is a great for twisting wires. We can twist the wire and together, and a center cutting blades for trimming wire, and a grip area between the handles for pulling wires. So we can use it for multi-purpose and do it all tools. It call it lineman pillars. Now there is a torpedo level. Torpedo level is a great installation start with a level box and straight switch and outlet receptacles. So basically what will it happen, like you can check that whether it is according to the level, or is there any disbalance, or slightly bent. So you can take test it. Basically in wall box, switch box, sometimes they misplace it or rotate the switch box. So we can use this torpedo level to check that is it according straight or what, or not. Then basic multimeters, and as I told already, non-contact voltage testers and continuity tester. Continuity tester also to take to test like whether it is the wire is the connected wire is okay, to test the continuity of different path we can use. As well as multimeter have also this continuity test. And multimeters, it will take a lots of time to explain more about multimeters, but in a layman words, multimeter can measure voltage, current, and also resistance, and also check the diodes, uh, frequency, and AC DC, both the cases. So many multimeters have many multiple functions, we can check them surely. So yes, that is what we can do. AC and DC, basically currents and voltage, most of the we check. Sometimes resistance, and this continuity test also can be done. Now there is the toolbox. So what is inside this toolbox, let's see. Basically you can maintain this kind of toolbox. So this is where we already told that's this main kind of screwdrivers, spirit level, allen key, digital tester, screwdriver bits. So all in one boxes are available. So drill machines and measurement tape, uh, pillars and hammers, and here is the fishers and screws. So this is a complete, you can say, a box for electricians. You can carry, you must have, I should say, if you are working in electrical conduits or wiring or whatever installation. Surely it will help you a lot. There is a kind of screwdrivers like positive, negative, and measuring tape is there. This one is adjustable knife to cut and do some job, kind of job. It will help. Then socket wrench, and this is a flexible shaft. Okay, that's quite enough. Now let's start. Are you ready? Now I give you all these equipments and also a bags you can carry. If you have this toolbox, that is also good. Otherwise you can carry like while you are in the top. Now you can't carry this toolbox all the time with yourself, so you can keep some of the essential from the box, essential tools in your pocket. So this is a pocket actually. This will help you to access immediately. And after I give you all this, let's see how you can do your job. This is what you do after giving all that equipments. If you don't know how to do it, so most of the time people do this. So what is the best way to do this kind of wiring? See, this plug is connected this way. This is that open wire and is connected and tight in this screw in a copper. on the copper. But what is the best way is, first is, do this kind of fold, so that while we pulling our socket or this plug, so it will not remove the current, that metal wire, so it may damage, right? It can easily break inside and create a short circuit. So to avoid this kind of short circuit, what we do, we do this kind of we should do wiring like this way. And there is another way. You see here, this is a switch actually. So which one is the correct way? Surely this one is the correct way. Put the neutral wire inside, and basically this one is the hot wire. We must place our switch in a hot wire. So hot wire, that switch close, circuit normally open, normally close. Now here is the holder, also a light holder. Same thing you can do, as I told here in this plug. Surely it will help you and give you more accurate, like it will save people's life and reduce the short circuit. So after you having this kind of tools, don't make mistakes. And here is also some of the best way you can twist your wire, or connect the junction, or do the loop. So this is the best way, I should say. And this is the very good way. Don't pull it like a cap, but we use cap, nowadays. That is also okay, but best is to do this and do the insulation tape. So it is the best way we can do, but don't put false twist, because it will, if someone pull now, so it will broke it. um, let's talk about now. We did all the things very carefully, but few mistakes will happen irrespective of anything. Human accuracy is not 100%, so there will be some mistakes, something will be wrong. So for that we need to be prepared, that risk we need to assess. So if any case, in any way that fire occur, right? So what we will do, don't run, but yes, run towards the this fire exhauster. Right, there are many kind of fire exhauster, that cylinder, basically C, class C and class ABC, not A, not B, not D, or not K. But we can use this ABC for multiple purposes. But yes, this kind of, as mentioned, A, B, C, D, and K, this kind of cylinder is used in different kind of fire. For example, this cylinder A, this A category, A class fire exhauster is basically for cloth, wood, rubber, paper, and plastic fire. And in B category B, there is a gasoline, geyser, or oil. If some oil catch fire, then we can use B. Because of the different class use different kind of chemicals to stop the fire. And C is for electrical fire. Basically, the exhauster agents is dry chemical or carbon dioxide. That is what. But don't use water while that fire is due to the electric. So that is very big mistakes or blunder. Don't do this kind of blunder. Use class C or ABC uh, fire exhausters. It is a suitable for energized electric fire. Now class D is combustible metal, and class K is kitchen fire. Some fire due to LPG gas leakage or something, you burn it, so we can use this K, class K. So pass, definitely while some fire occur, pass. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the lever, and sweep side to side. That is what the steps. Again, I'm repeating how to fail the fire. This is a pass system. Pull the pin, pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the lever, and sweep side to side. Pass, pass, pass. So to do this, don't worry, we can control fire, but we no need to be no need to worry about it. Now, if after we control fire, now some person get burned due to electric shock, electric fire, or in any kind of fire, or some injury happen in workplace, someone fall from uh, terrace, from whatever, irrespective of. So immediately there you should know how to do this first aid, and you must know it can save a person's life. So what you can do, say first is, what is electrical safety kits? It is a combinations of emergency safety equipments to be used during general electrical emergency, like electro electrocution and electrical fires, and rescue during electrical shocks, or we can do this as a first aid. So what are the first aid box, actually what is inside the first aid box? First, we saw many times this kind of first aid box, but what is inside is, inside we have a band-aids. We all, many times we use band-aids. If some wounded happen, now we can place a band-aid, press that that wounded place and stop the bleeding, and then wash it properly, and then use these band-aids. And then alcohol paper pads, actually it is also kind of band-aids, iodine pads, and then triangular band-aids, different kind of band-aids for different purposes, like someone get, if there is too much bleeding is there, right? So we need to stop that bleeding first, and then we can do the bandage, because the small bandage is just for small wounds, but in case of big, big wound, then we need to press it first, and then we need to do this bandage, actually triangular bandage. There is a way or technique to do the triangular bandage, actually. Then PPC gloves, actually protective gloves, actually, and then PBT medical badge, medical bandage. There are different type of way. We will surely explain in different video how to do first aid only. Non-woven pad, then adhesive tape to do adhesive, and tweezer and scissor, something like tweezer and scissor, actually basically something, that something go inside in your body, so we can bring it that, using tweezer, bring it back, tweezer or scissor. And then instant ice pack, put ice pack if someone hits the wall or whatever, but not bleeding. But in that case, what we can use this instant ice pack to put that ice pack in that place where he's stuck. Then whistle is if something very much emergency, then blow the whistle, call the people, and call the, you know people who can help you. So whistle is the red siren that help you to call people immediately. And here is the safety pin is also will help you to connect the bandage one another with another. And here is the electrical shock, what to do if something happen. Here is the step by steps is mentions. So what I will do is I will go through once. Inside the house, if someone gets shocked, so first is use don't use a metal rod, use a wood word, yes. Switch off and take plug out first, switch it off, and then remove the live wire with the help of a wooden stick is important, use them. And if something is happen outside the house, the electric shock, so first remove the live wire with the wooden or plastic stick, and use rubber gloves to remove the wear from the body. And immediately what to do, uh, take call the people, and as I said, blow the whistle, call the doctor, medical help, and emergency help. Now stack of papers, wooden plank or rubber mat. Always stand on insulating material to touch the victim. If the victim is get shock, so don't go and touch him immediately, then he will also be the victim. So effect of shock, what happened? Paralysis of respiratory muscles, it can paralyze, paralysis can be happen, extensive and depth burn, it can burn that area surely, and muscles contractions, and many things are in the list. So heart failure and kidney failure, whatever. So treatment is do not move the victim, call for help, and switch off the and move the current wire source using a insulating objects, and loosen tight clothes, give artificial transpirations, and treat any burns. Hmm. So that is what you can do. Never give any things to drink to an unconscious person. So yes, that is one thing we must keep it in our mind. If someone is unconscious, right, so don't try to feed him or try to give him a drink. Instead of that, you can, what you can do, you can put some water in his face and wash it. That's what you can do, but don't put it inside his mouth. And that as artificial respirations, if someone apply know this kind of techniques, so that he can try, we should learn these techniques actually, this artificial respiration technique. So apply a moderate pressure to the expel out air, and number then second is release pressure to take air in. First is you see as shown in the body, as shown, first do like this, and then raise the shoulder so that the head is tight backwards, and bring the arms over chest and press. See, this is the way you can press. To inhale the air, hold the arms, bring them over the head, right? This is what you can do. And contact in emergency doctors, ambulance, and police or fire brigades. Now first aid kits, this I already told you how you can do. We need more practice and training for this first aid, but surely don't if you don't know, don't do this, right? So basically go through once, and this electrical shock, as I told, here mentioned, don't give him drink if he's unconscious, or don't put water if someone is fire. So first is give some clothes, cotton clothes, and then put water inside. You see here is the fire, and electric shock surely is mentioned here. So in the next we'll make a detailed video of this. So keep watching, and thanks for watching.